notice me as part of that group who just sang for you?
Hello?
You did notice me, didn't you? Oh, good. I was hoping you did. Of course, I prefer to sing solo, but today I wanted to share the stage with my fellow friends from Voices of Hope so that we could be all here to honor you in the amazing work of Longevity Foundation. Some of you may remember us from last year too. Voices of Hope supports the cancer community wherever it can by raising our voices in song to support all our peer organizations in the battle against cancer. But if you did see us perform here last year, you would not have noticed me because I was not here. You didn't notice me, did you? No. Because you would have. But I was a member of that group at the time. In fact, I'd been singing with them for a few years. As a mammography technologist at a local hospital, supporting such an important mission as cancer research was the perfect blend of my passion for singing and my commitment to healthcare. But last year, as Voices of Hope prepared for its fall season with our activities, including singing here with the Breathe Deep Boston Walk, I was diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer. I am sure you can imagine the shock. Here I am thinking, this is what's supposed to happen to other people, not me. I'm a healthcare provider. I'm supposed to take care of sick people, not be one. I have never smoked in my entire life, and I sing to raise funds for cancer research. How does this happen to me? When the doctor called me, my first question was, will I be able to sing again? And he said, I don't know, could you sing before? Well, guess you'll have to just come to one of my shows to find out. My next question was, how the heck am I going to get through all this? And that, my friends, is the decisive question, and a tribute to all of you here today who rallied to support the critical research that made that question possible. You see, years ago, when people heard the word cancer, they believed they would die. Their first questions were more like, how long do I have? Or when will I die? But now, because of research, the questions we ask are, what's the treatment for this kind of cancer, and how long before I am cured? More and more people, just like me, survive lung cancer because of the dedication of people like you who support the research in early diagnosis, treatment, and cures. Research brings hope to everyone diagnosed with cancer, and I am grateful to every single person and every single moment dedicated to these life-saving endeavors. But there is another aspect of surviving too, something that even medicine can't provide. It's the people we share our lives with. It's the family and friends who rally around us with love and give us energy and hope, especially when we have none left of our own. You can feel it here today. Every one of us is here because we are or we love someone who has been affected by this terrible disease. And we have come here to fight this battle together because no one can fight cancer alone. Here we feel the love and hope in our partners, parents, children, extended family, friends, co-workers who hold our hands and our hearts so that together we can win this war on cancer. I know I could not have survived without the army of people who rallied around me, to love me, to comfort me, to cook, clean, drive, to laugh, to cry, and to make me believe every day that I would survive. Cancer is a war, and today proves that together we make one heck of a fighting war, an army. And speaking of together, I'd like to share a quick story before I close. A story that highlights that together is not just the big gathering like today, but sometimes fighting together, it's a quiet, unexpected encounter between two strangers. I was at the hairdresser's and I saw an old friend, and she said, "How are you?" And I whispered to her, "I just had lung cancer surgery." A woman I did not know overheard me and said, "Excuse me, did you say you had lung cancer surgery?" "I am having it on Monday." She was shaking, and I could see how frightened she was. So I sat beside her, held her hand, and shared my story, reassuring her that she was going to be okay. As we talked, I could see she calmed a bit and perhaps saw the possibility of hope. I was so glad to have been there for her and realized in that moment I had become part of her support system, part of her together. I still find it quite ironic that I was an advocate for cancer research even before I was diagnosed. Even more ironic that I'm standing here at the very longevity event I should have been singing at last year as a supporter, but now I stand here as a survivor. I am so grateful for the research and recovery that has allowed me to once again sing out for cure. And I plan to keep singing for a long time to come because I believe working together, whether you walk, ride, sing, or share a story of hope at the hairdressers, I know that together we are a powerful force of hope and the means for finding a cure. Together, we can win this war on lung cancer.